They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Trying to catch me up, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more. His brain's gone, nigga. It be exciting when I get the strike and guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting. We really hit it, nigga. We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hit us, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. How about I leave them holding like the Bible? AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the army, assassinate rivals. Break that shit down, nigga. AK or anybody kill. Hop out, get the drilling and spilling. Stay on .62, gon' split 'em. FN, that's for any fuck, nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eat these bullets for dinner. 5.0, eat 'em up, eat 'em up. SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple ops, Draco. I got 'em all, you don't want no. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get this pussy, leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding.
What up, all the pimping and the people in the place? What's up to all my family in here? Rod Walker, salute. Cash Crypto, salute, King. Anybody else I can't even see unless you start. Joseph Ramir, salute, King. Peace and bless to all y'all, man. I hope everybody had a good weekend, man. Hope everybody had a great weekend. I mean, salute. Hey, got some good news and got some great news. And, we got some bullshit as well. I got the link pinned. I don't know if Dr. Key's going to be able to make it. She has a lot of work to do. We're going to get to it real quick. I just talked to my people this weekend. And the biggest money fight of the year, will not be Tank versus Lamont Roach. Now, we're still scheduled to get Tank versus Lamont Roach. But the way everything was going down, we might be getting Tank versus Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao said he can make 140. He has said that he can make 140 to fight Tank Davis, but he said he would prefer to have the fight at 144. But Manny Pacquiao is trying to get in the business of fighting Tank Davis. Now, a lot of people don't want to see that fight. Me, I don't mind. Because Pacquiao, he needs to be taught a lesson. Plus, I'm all for people getting their money. And Tank Davis, he's fighting a bigger guy, which is Pacquiao, and it's a Hall of Famer on his resume. We know how many Hall of Famers that Devin Haney and them got at the end of their career. I mean, Pacquiao just went toe to toe with Mario Barrios, which is, I can't really say is a big accomplishment, but it's the current champion. He went toe to toe with the current champion. So, we got to give him respect for that right there. But Tank Davis versus Manny Pacquiao, that fight does over 1 million pay-per-view buys and over a $20 million gate in Las Vegas. Especially if Tank come out there and put that showtime on Lamont Roach. And Lamont Roach also mentioned that after the Tank Davis fight, he's thinking about going to 140 as well. So a lot of people thinking about moving up. And if I'm not mistaken, I thought Lamont Roach still has the build at 130, but according to sources, they don't think Lamont Roach can comfortably make 130 again. So in the next few months, Lamont Roach should be getting stripped at 130 because, like I said, they don't think he can make that weight no more. So, he's just holding on while he's holding on. Which, I don't know why he was fighting at 130 anyway, because he started off at like 140 in the beginning, but he shrunk down. And see, that's what a lot of boxers do. They shrink down because their competition up higher is like, look at Jamal Charlo. Not saying anything wrong about Jamal Charlo. That's my guy. But Jamal Charlo at 154 is not Jamal Charlo at 160. 154, he was knocking the McStuffins out of niggas. At 160, he wasn't. Salute my nigga, all things in the building, salute. That's why I said, Rod Walker, he was talking about around 140, 147. And see, what people don't realize, Rod, 147 is the premier division. Like 147, that's one of the premier divisions. But one thing about 147, it ain't really no killers up there. Everybody looking at 147 and they looking like it's free lunch up there. Now, the fighters at 147 might not be as skilled as the other weight divisions, but they still got size and they still got, decency, if that's a word. I just made that up probably, decency. They decent. So you're going to be up there fighting a guy that hits harder and can take your punches better. So if you get hit by it, it's going to hurt you a lot worse than what yours is going to do to them, especially if you're trying to jump 2 weight classes. Lamont Roach, you going to 147, you're not that good. You're not that guy. I'm just going to be honest. You're not that guy. Like, that draw you got with Tank got you feeling yourself for real, and you're really not that person. Yeah, that's what they call, Rod, the glamour divisions. 175 and heavyweight. You got the 127 division, the 135, 147, 160, 175, and heavyweight. Those are the 6 glamour divisions. Shalom to the Queen, Miss Rain in the building. How you doing? Hope everything's good with you, big sis. But yeah, those are the 6 glamour divisions. The rest of those were in betweens. Like, you had people like Roberto Duran. He went from 135 straight to 147, but that was a different type of animal. Like I say, a lot of that era right there, this Gen Z done killed the testosterone in men right now. Like, I like a lot of these new fighters. Like, Abdullah Mason reminds me of a throwback type of fighter. But a lot of the testosterone is going out of these men. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we would have never seen Sugar Ray. We would have never seen Roy Jones carrying a pocketbook or painting his nails. I'm sorry. And, I don't care what a man do. That's their business. I'm just saying, that's just not my cup of tea. I'm not about to be painting my nails and doing all this and that right there. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be carrying a Gucci pocketbook. I don't care how much I like Gucci. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's just not me. It's just not for the culture. That's just not a good look. Paint my nails, nah. Now, I mean, like I said, every man they subjected to do what they want to do because they're men. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not judging the next man, but we just don't do that around my side of the street. But as I said, Pacquiao and Tank, they working on a huge blockbuster deal, and it's set to make record-breaking numbers. It ain't gonna be Floyd and Pacquiao numbers, but Manny Pacquiao is looking for a retirement check. Yeah, that's what I used to say, Rod Walker. That's why I used to say 140 is for the guys that couldn't make 135, but they're not good enough for 147. You feel what I'm saying? And I think that's what Shakur trying to say, like, I'm not going to 140, I'm going to 147. But I used to say that about the 20 divisions, but now that you look at it, the 20 divisions is where the smoke at. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's smoke at 140. It's smoke at 154. It's smoke at 168. Like, these divisions got smoke now. It ain't too much smoke at 135. Well, no, there's some smoke at 135. 130 ain't really got no smoke. 127 ain't got no smoke. And 147 definitely ain't got no smoke. I don't even think they got a magnifying glass with the sun shining above it. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no smoke there. But, that's the way that shit be right there. And another thing, after Fundora's TKO, he said he wants Earl Spence. Fundora's looking for his payday. He wants Earl, the true Spence, to fight for the title shot. Now, I've heard that Earl Spence and Fundora is close to coming to an agreement. That they've been talking about it behind the scenes, but you know how people like to keep their shit private. Salute to my nigga Lee Jackson in the building. So Earl Spence and Fundora, they've been discussing, an upcoming bout against each other. And one thing about it, Earl's yeah, 168 was Rob, but now they got some work at 168 now. But yeah, Earl, he's back with Blu-ray, he's looking good. Terrell V, salute King. Well, I've always wanted that Earl Spence and Fundora. When Fundora sat there and said that he'd come down to 147 and beat Earl, that's when I was like, oh, word. And see, the Fundora that fought Tim Zoo, that's a tricky Fundora because it's like Fundora finally realized that he was 6'7". Like, he got the motherfucking Dalzine arms. The Yoga Flame. Yoga, he got them yoga arms. But Earl Spence was a body snatcher and he's fighting at a heavier weight. So he should have more power. And he's back with Blu-ray. And he hasn't had a Blu-ray fight since. He didn't have Blu-ray for Crawford. He didn't have Blu-ray for Ugas. He had Blu-ray for Pacquiao, but that fight never happened. He didn't have Blu-ray for Danny Garcia. He didn't have Blu-ray for Sean Porter. He didn't have him for Mikey Garcia. Hell, he hadn't had Blu-ray in his last 7 to 8 fights. But when he was with Blu-ray, they was ripping people's asses off and spitting down their throat. That Blu-ray action was motherfucking like, it was like switching from DVD to Blu-ray. The shit was so clear. It was evident. You knew it was a higher quality. So now he's back to the basic. Yeah, Rod Walker, that's what I said. He longer than Saget. That nigga Dalcine, he the yoga man. He can stand across the screen and touch you. But yeah, Saget versus Ryu, that sounds a little bit better though. They both going in there. I wouldn't call Spence Ryu though. Call him DJ probably. He like a DJ. Nah, he ain't like DJ. It's Saget versus Ball Roll. Earl Spencer got to be Ball Roll. There you go. The brawler. Yep. But yeah. So Earl's been working out and everything. And that's probably gonna be another pay-per-view. And I tell y'all this, Earl Spence pay-per-view will do more than 350,000. Easy. Like I say all the time, people been waiting on Earl Spence like cocaine dry. Niggas is waiting on that man right there. The truth. They're waiting on the truth to come through and set somebody free. So shout out to my nigga Earl. Shout out to Blu-ray. Shout out to everybody that's doing what they got to do. You know. And I just wish somebody would shut that Lamont ass up. Because Lamont Roach, he letting that damn, like, I thought we want to be winners here. Like, boxing has degenerated so bad that people celebrate ties and they celebrate losses. Like, I always thought second place was the first loser. Like, you the biggest loser of all. And a tie means that you just wasted your time and wasn't no clear victor. Like, this new generation celebrates this type of shit. Like, they giving out ribbons for people that get 16th place. And I was asking, I was like, well, 16 of motherfuckers running. So if you got 16 people running and you get a ribbon for 16th place, so that means everybody gets a ribbon. What's the exclusivity of the fucking ribbon? So you basically telling kids that it's okay to lose just as long as you go out there and compete and have fun. No, that is not the basis of our society. That's not the basis. Like, that's not the basis of our I'm gonna tell you like this. Look at the Russian army. Look at the Chinese army. Look at South Korea's army. Now look at our army. We got motherfuckers that can't even carry their rucksacks. They done lowered the damn physical training down to be all inclusive. Now, I thought we supposed to be the best of the best, home of the free, in the land of the brave. But when we have to sit there and lower standards, that's like I'm going to Ruth Chris and they tell me they ain't got no more steak, but my man got a can of Spam right there and he want to charge me the same price. No. We need quality over quantity. And if it is a war, are these the type of people that you want holding you down? No. Like I can't remember what state it was. Person died in the fire. And I'm not disrespecting women, but they had women and LGBTQ firemen that were not strong enough to bust open the door and carry the people down, and people ended up burning. Like, let's get the people that's qualified to do the right job. Like, I see all these videos all the time when they got these female police officers trying to subdue a criminal. I've seen these criminals run. I've seen them shuck the females like they doing stiff arms like they Derrick Henry. I seen one time they was at the store, the dude tucked his shoulder and hit her with the hit stick. I said, oh, Lord, that's somebody's daughter. That's all I could say was that was somebody's daughter right there. And if somebody would have did my daughter like that, oh, man. Come on, man. Come on. And see, that's what I'm saying. That's why we have the type of boxers that we have. Like, the way it's done made it okay to duck people. Like, people can duck, and the fans will make excuses on the reason they're ducking. Like, we see Bill Haney and them doing all this crazy, janky stuff, but then you got people still trying to cap for Bill and his sons. Then you have a Hall of Famer, Sugar Shane motherfucking Mosley, come on a show. Got more money than most of these YouTubers out here. Got more experience in boxing. Definitely got more championships than these niggas. And then you got motherfucking couch potatoes, niggas that stay at home with their parents. You got people that ain't never picked up a boxing glove, ain't never hit a punching bag. ain't never broke a promise or fight cancer or nothing, telling this man about the sport that he done put 20 plus years in. Over 20 plus years. They telling him that he's wrong. They telling him about a drug cheat that he himself went to. Like, that's the problem with the internet. Everybody has an opinion, but people don't know shit. This man sat there and told them Victor Conte is a serum master. This man told them that Victor Conte works for the Haney's. This man told them that this man knows a way around all the tests. But then people call him bitter. Do they forget that he's the one that trained Devin for the Ramirez fight? He trained Devin for the Ramirez fight. That's like me getting with a girl and you telling me that it wasn't no good. Like, nigga, you wasn't there. How do you know? Like, nigga, your opinion doesn't matter. Like, motherfuckers is giving their opinions to situations that they don't know shit about. Salute to my man Terrell Davis in the building, too. Like, these niggas have never took a punch, but they telling Sugar Shane that he don't know what the fuck he talking about. And then the internet has gotten people so bold and so brazenly that they talk to people any kind of fucking way. And that's why Mike Tyson said, exactly, Brian the King Falcon, but I can't say it. I would love to, but I cannot say that, my brother, but you spit my point exactly. And Mike Tyson says sometimes you got to start busting these niggas upside their damn head. That's the problem. Like, I see people. Let me tell you how bad it is. I see some of these pranks that people be doing on the internet, right? They call it pranks. Like, if I'm riding down, if I'm at the mall and me and my girl riding down an escalator, right? And you rub her face or you rub her arm and then talk about it's just a prank. No, bro. It wasn't a prank you touching her. It wasn't a prank, none of this crap. Like, people be doing crazy ass pranks and talking about it's pranks. Ain't shit a prank about that. Like, a prank is me putting something in the water bottle, you drink it and be like, ha, or something like that. Or you walk in and a damn water balloon splash on your head. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that was pranks. Or like funny shit like that. But these people doing some dangerous shit. Don't touch me and mine, especially if I don't know you. And then you got some people that walk up talking crazy as hell to people, like calling motherfuckers all out their neck. Nah, bro, that's not no prank. I'm about to prank your soul. I'm about to prank your soul. Like, but that's what I said. That's about this generation. And then, you know, Shakur, he been telling us he gonna knock a motherfucker out for so long. Then you got motherfuckers like Keyshawn Davis. He tricking the game for so long, but talking about somebody else tricking the game for so long, and you doing the exact same shit. Like, they throw rocks and hide their hands, but then when you try to hold them accountable, it's like remember how our parents used to say, do what I say and not what I do? My mom used to tell me that all the time. She say, nigga, do what I say, not what I do. It's like they trying to, nigga, you're not my parent. You're not going to sit here and lie to me and tell me this is what it is when I know it ain't. That's not the way this world works. You're not going to sit here and hire the foremost expert on doing steroids and tell me that you hired him because you want to know how to cheat. And then you telling me you're not cheating. Nah. Then you wouldn't have had no reason to hire him. And then you force everybody Everybody that fights your son, everybody that fights your son is forced to fight your son handicapped. You force everybody to fight your son under VADA. So basically, everybody that fights your son has to have their blood in the hands of a known cheat, a liar, and a snitch. So you want all of us. What's up, 2 Cent? Salute, Marquis. So you want all of us to put our trust in an untrustworthy man. And when we see your son get the mech stuff is knocked out of him, then y'all got God on y'all side. Now God talking personally to your kids and telling your kids that don't worry about the loss because they cheated. See how none of that shit makes sense? And then the fans, they so delusional. They're like, oh, Bill and David them live a holy life. So you know Allah talking to them, man, them niggas don't live holy. They be at McDonald's getting bacon, egg, and cheese and sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. I seen them. I say, yo, David, that's swine, my brother. He talking about, nah, this McDonald's pork. That's a different type of pork. It's that McDonald's pork. It's kosher. I say, what the? I'm going to tell you like this. I had one of them tell me once before, not the Hamies. But Monk told me that Allah put food on here on earth, and if you're hungry, you're supposed to eat. I said, that's not how it works. That is not how that works. Terrell W. Devin career would have been better if he would have fought Lomachenko in the rematch. And stop lying on everybody. I mean, Terrell V. If he'd have fought Lomachenko rematch, fought Tank, and stopped motherfucking lying on people, his career would have been a lot better. Shout out to Big Dog Willie in the super chat. He say, Paul and Pacquiao in a handcuff barbed cage match on the top Empire State Building. Danny DeVito and the referee, pure fact. Shout out to Big Dog Willie. That man crazy. But yeah, I did talk about that already. Big Dog Willie. Tank is negotiating with Manny Pacquiao right now. And shout out to my man Big Dog Willie. First one to support the ground for the day. Can I get 4 more people in the PayPal or the Cash App to support the ground for the day? You know, we back on and popping though, but you know, you can always still support in the Cash App or the PayPal. But salute. But yeah, we talked about that, Big Dog Willie. You can hit the link too. I got the link pinned. Because Dr. Key, she got a lot of work to do today. But anybody want to hit the link, is pinned. But yeah, Tank and Pacquiao are negotiating a huge fight. Huge fight. Because that fight's going to do more money than any fight's done in the last 2 years. Now, a lot of people say, Sos, do you think Tank versus Pacquiao the best fight out there? No, I do not. And I'm on record as saying, no, I do not. If I had to choose anybody for Tank to fight, it would be Lamont Roach, then Shakur Stevenson. In that order. But they asked me, do I understand the business aspects of it? Yes, I do. And in the same situation, I would do it too. Because what people don't understand, the sport don't love you. You might can love a sport, but the sport don't love you. Or if the sport loves you, the people ahead of the sport don't love you. Earl showed you that. You can go out there and give fans everything they want, year in and year out. But the one time you stumble, everybody turn their back on you. Look at Cool Boy Step. Man was a unified champion. He said he got more comments when he got his butt whooped by Inouye than any of his wins put together. It's like people set you up on a pedestal and they want to raise you up so high. So when you fall, it'll be that much better. That's why they were salivating at the mouth. I mean, they was like wild animals hoping Floyd failed because they had raised him up to the tier and they was just waiting, counting for his downfall. Like they did Deontay Wilder, like they did Earl Spence, Roy Jones. It makes people feel good about their pathetic lives when they watch greatness fall. And these people are pathetic because they have no sense of self or self-worth. And the only way that they can feel good about themselves is watching the next man down. That's why you got so many people that hate on Tank Davis. That's why you got so many people that hate on Shakur Stevenson. People hate on Devin and Bill because they lie all the damn time. So we're not going to say that about them. They always lying and causing confusion. And they cheat. So we're not going to say that. But a lot of Shakur Stevenson hate comes from himself. And yes, I like Shakur Stevenson. I do. I give Shakur Stevenson hell because I know Shakur could be better than what he is, and he's doing it the wrong way. Do I think he's better than Tank? No. It's just certain people that got your number. They got a style that can match yours. And for that little hop back style that Shakur does, he will get destroyed. Now, there's not too many people that'll beat Shakur, but his style is tailor-made for Tank to put him into the damn graveyard. Tailor-made. People don't understand that. And people don't understand that they always say styles make fights. It's a reason. Yeah, it's a sick mindset, Terrell, but we're in a sick world right now. We're in a sick-ass country. I'm just being honest. That's why a lot of people don't like the influence of the West. That's why at one point, Japan blocked all people from coming in. Yeah, I mean, I understand that Planet 619. That's why I said I like Shakur. I feel like not too many people gonna beat Shakur. But in my honest opinion, I feel like Shakur is tailor-made for Tank Davis because of his style. And, you know, he can't, I've always said Shakur can't really take a punch. That's why his defense is so great. You start hitting on Shakur, he don't like to get hit. Go back and watch all his fights. Well, hell, don't nobody like to get hit. Unless you one of them juiced up Neanderthals. But well, Terrell V, I understand that. But his last fight, he stood right there and did what Floyd do. He didn't run, and that right there, that showed me that Shakur, you could have been doing that. But oh, Shaq is a hating ass dude, Planet 619. Like when Kobe was alive, he had a lot of respect for Kobe. Now he just trying to shit on the man Kobe's name, bro. Like Shaq crazy. Shaq crazy. Hell, but you know, that's the way insecure men are anyway. Y'all already remember what Superhead said about the man. Superhead said that man was over 7 feet. She said she was very surprised. Well, Terrell V. I have an argument against that right there, Terrell V. Let me ask you a question, my brother. Let me ask you a question. I would consider Roy Jones a legend. You feel me, Terrell V? Roy Jones is a legend. You can't take one of the greatest that ever lace up the gloves, exactly the most athletic that's ever been in the ring. But when Roy Jones finally got hit on his chin, he went out. Roy was so quick, he wasn't getting hit. He wasn't getting that chin tested. And then when he finally got hit on the chin, Roy went to sleep. And then everybody that kept hitting his chin afterwards, he kept going to sleep. That doesn't make him no less of a legend. He just never got hit in his chin. He was a good defensive fighter. And he was so fast and so skilled that you couldn't get to that chin. But that doesn't make him no less of a legend. So like I say, if Shakur go out there and do what he do, he can still be a legend. As long as he fights the way he's supposed to fight, like he just fought. Can't take nothing away from him. He'll be a first ballot Hall of Famer. I just feel like Tank Davis gives him an L. I would love to see Shakur versus Andy Cruz. I've seen Andy Cruz beat Keyshawn Davis 4 different ways, even hurt him. And Andy Cruz is an excellent boxer, and he's older than Shakur. I would love to see Tar ain't the only person that knocked Roy out, Terrell V. Roy been knocked out a few times, my brother. A few times. And that's my favorite fighter ever. But he's been cracked. Glenn Davis, Glenn Johnson, whatever his name, knocked him out. I think he did it twice. But yeah. Like Andy Cruz and Shakur would be a hell of a fight. A hell of a fight. Yeah, that's what I said, Rod. Glenn Johnson. Yep. And that white boy had him about ready to go out as well. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't try to let petty biases. Now, I'm going to tell you this one boxer I'm biased against, and I hope he gets knocked out in 2 weeks. And that's Dillian White when he fights Moses Atuma. Man, I hope Moses knocks that man into wherever the hell he needs to go. I just can't stand Dillian White. I've never liked him. I hope Moses ends that man. I'm going to be betting on Moses for the knockout. I'm going to say, Moses, don't let it go past 8. Because I just hate Dillian White with a passion. And it's not because he's British. I just hate that man. And you're not supposed to hate on another man, but, you know, he just brings it out of me. Well, Rod Walker, he didn't want to fight Roy Jones earlier because he knew he couldn't fuck with Roy. Joe Kawasaki turned down all. Roy said he'd come over there to Shetford and beat that man. That man said, nah, I'm cool. Then he waited after Roy done lost about 5 times. Then he said, yo, Roy, let's give it a go. And then Joe Kawasaki fought just like Roy Jones. His whole style was Roy Jones, just like Canelo's whole style is Floyd Mayweather. See, they can mirror greatness, but they can't perfect it. You can't perfect greatness. You can mirror it, but you can't perfect it. But it's all good, though. You know, I just wish more fighters would emulate the styles in which, like, that's why I fucks with Abdullah Mason so much. That young boy right there, he goes in there and he gets it in. He gives it up. He goes to work. And, you know, I respect that right there. Can't do nothing but respect that. That man knows what he wants, and he goes and puts on a show. And shout out to my brother Animalistic Savant in the Cash App. with the $2 holler. Appreciate you, my brother. And can I get 3 more people? Just need 3 people to support the grind and the Cash App or the PayPal. Can I get 3 of y'all to support me? It ain't child support, but hey, it's due. I appreciate you. Support your brother, not the other. No, I'm just fucking with you. But nah, for real though, let me get 3 more people to support the grind if y'all can in the Cash App or the PayPal. It'd be appreciated. But Clarissa Shields, good fight. I mean, I can't say that I didn't expect it. You know something, Terrell V? That's correct. And I'm gonna explain that to you. Bernard Hopkins wasn't the best fighter. He lost his first fight. He didn't have the best skills. I mean, he wasn't the fastest, the hardest puncher. B-Hop wasn't none of that. But what B-Hop was, he was fundamentally sound. And fundamentals go a long way. Fundamentals last longer than talent. Look at Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan wasn't the fastest, the highest jumper. He wasn't none of that. But Tim Duncan had fundamentals. And Tim Duncan's fundamentals lasted him a long time. It kept him in the league. Vince Carter, he had them legs. He had the athleticism. But when your athleticism goes, then what you got left is fundamentals. Hold on one second. The fundamentals is the best. Like everybody like the wild style and all that shit right there, but fundamentals is what gets it going. Like the fundamentals, you can't beat them fundamentals. I mean, a lot of people didn't understand Tim Terrell because, you know, he was the quiet assassin. Like he used to do shit the quiet way. So a lot of people couldn't appreciate what Tim Duncan did. You feel what I'm saying? You know, Tim, he did things his way that he had to, but, you know, a lot of people didn't appreciate it because he wasn't flashy. And see, that's one thing about us. We like the flashiness. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like the flash and the pizzazz and all that good shit. A lot of people forget about fundamentals. And that's the problem with a lot of that shit. A lot of people forget about the fundamentals. Oh yeah, he's in the top 5. Yeah, Karl Malone and John Stockton. John Stockton, one of the best point guards ever played. But he did everything good, but he didn't do much. But his passing was great. You feel what I'm saying? And when you do everything good and you don't really stand out with the greatness, then that's how they look at it. But hell yeah. That's how that shit be right there. Hell yeah. But yeah, that's the way that shit be right there. So, like, when you look at boxers, that's like Devin Haney. Devin Haney doesn't do nothing great. but he does a lot of shit good. He got a good jab. He got good feet. His power is can't really say nothing about his power. But Devin used to do everything. He was fundamentally sound. And that got him a long way, but then he started thinking that he was like, could you imagine Danny Ainge talking shit like he Jordan? That's just not your game. Yes, Danny Ainge, you do a lot of shit good, but you're not Jordan. You're not dunking on niggas. And Devin, you do a lot of shit good, but you just not putting niggas to sleep out here, my nigga. Like, it just don't work like that. And a lot of people got to get that shit through their head, bro. That shit just don't work like that. That's not the way it works. Yeah, he's fundamentally destroyed, Rod. And see, Brian, that's the thing. It takes a great athlete to become fundamental when your athleticism's gone. Like Derrick Rose, when he got older, he became fundamental. Even Vince started getting fundamental. Michael Jordan, fundamental. Kobe Bryant, fundamental after the athleticism was gone. And that's what turns a good person to something great. Because everybody's good when you got the talent. But when your God-given talent is gone, what are you then? Can you still be the same? And a lot of people can't. But appreciate everybody that looked out for the day. I hope Dr. Key will be back tomorrow. I don't know. I'm going to have to talk to her about it. But yeah, I got to make a run real quick. Tomorrow I'll be on at the regular time. I'll be back on at 2 tomorrow. Lately I had stuff to do. Appreciate everybody supported. You know, it would have been great. We got 3 more people to support, but it's all good, man. I fucks with all y'all. We family and everything. So, you know. But I'll see you back on the regular time tomorrow at 2. Salute to each and every one of y'all. I got to get ready to run. Got to go handle some business. So salute, peace and blessings, everybody.
They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga leaving. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Trying to catch me up, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more. His brain's gone, nigga. It be exciting when I get to striking. Guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting. We really hit it, nigga. We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hit us, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. How about I leave them holding like the Bible? AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals. Break that shit down, nigga. AK or anybody kill him. Hop out, get the drilling and spilling. 7.62 gon' split him. FN, that's for any fuck nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eat these bullets for dinner. 5.0, eat 'em up, eat 'em up. SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple ops, Draco. I got them all, you don't want no. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. about you want smoke? You can't catch me on social media, my nigga. I'm in the street with it, you dig what I'm saying? Nigga know they gotta kill me or die, nigga. Fuck you mean? Talking about smoke and we still living in the same bitch. No sir, you don't got smoke with me, baby. You'd have been dead, huh? G-Stack, bitch. Whatever I fuck up, Tom gon' fix it, nigga. Y'all know what the fuck going on, bitch. Who want smoke, nigga? Y'all know I blow that shit, nigga.